Ramachandra, Jaya Ramachandra, Shri Ramachandra, Jaya Ramachandra, Raghuveera, Ranadheera, Raghukula Rama, Shri Ramachandra, Jaya Ramachandra, Dasharatha Nandana, Dayabhi Rama, Danava Bhanjana, Kodanda Rama, Kalyana Rama, Kamaneeya Rama, Kalyana Rama, Kamaneeya Rama, Raghuveera, Ranadheera, Raghukula Rama, Raghuveera, Ranadheera, Shri Sai Rama, Shri Ramachandra, Jaya Ramachandra.
This day, the birth of Sri Rama is celebrated in all lands. Rama had deed, word and thought, body, speech and mind, ever pure and totally free from blemish. Really speaking, one ought to revere the story of Rama as a profound allegory. Every act and actor in that story attracts attention and gets imprinted on the memory because the allegory is personal to each one of us. It is often said that Rama followed dharma at all times. This is not the correct way of describing him. He did not follow dharma. He was dharma. What he thought, spoke and did was dharma and is dharma forever. Divine Discourse, 18th April 1986. Rama is the indweller in everybody. He is the source of bliss, Atma Rama, the Rama in every individual. His blessings, upsurging from that inner spring, can confer peace and bliss. He is the very embodiment of dharma, of all the codes of morality that hold mankind together in love and unity. The Ramayana, the Rama story, teaches two lessons: the value of detachment and the need to become aware of the divine in every being. Faith in God and detachment from objective pursuits are the keys for human liberation. Give up sense objects and you gain Rama. Sita gave the luxuries of Ayodhya so she could be with Rama during her exile. When she cast longing eyes on the golden deer and craved for it, she lost Rama's presence. Renunciation leads to joy. Attachment brings about grief. Be in the world but not of it. Rama's brothers, comrades, companions, collaborators are all examples of people saturated with dharma. Dasharatha is the representative of the merely physical with the 10 senses. The 3 qualities, gunas, serenity, passion and sloth, sattva, rajas, tamas, are the 3 queens. The 4 goals of life are the 4 sons. Lakshmana is the intellect. Sugriva is the discrimination. Vali is despair. Hanuman is the embodiment of courage. The bridge is built over the ocean of delusion. The 3 demons, chiefs, Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Vibhishana, are personifications of the passionate, slothful and serene, Rajasic, Tamasic and Sattvic qualities. Sita is the awareness of the universal absolute Brahmajnana, which the individual must acquire and regain while undergoing travails in the crucible of life. From time immemorial, every individual in Bharat has regarded Sri Rama's life as an ideal and has sought to sanctify every moment of his life by living up to it. Sri Rama incarnated as a human being to promote peace and happiness in the world. Rama is the very embodiment of righteousness. It was as if righteousness itself had incarnated on earth. Rama was Lord Sri Hari himself, incarnated on the earth for the destruction of Ravana. He was well accomplished, beautiful, and endowed with royal marks. His glory and prowess are unlimited. He was fearless on earth. He was free from malice. He was gentle. He was the protector of all his people. He always addressed them in gentle words. He never used any harsh words even when somebody provoked him. Let Sri Rama be your ideal. Ideals are remembered and adored for the purpose of adopting them in our own life. The Navami celebrations or the Vasanta Navaratri every year is an opportune period for us to saturate ourselves with the spirit of Lord Rama. We love and adore our ideals because we express thereby our yearning to unite with them. In our worship of God, it is implied that we should be virtuous, good and perfect like the God himself is. Hence, the instruction, one should become divine in order to be able to worship the divine. One cannot be a real worshipper of Lord Rama unless one makes an honest attempt to grow in the virtues that the Lord represents. On the other hand, worship of Lord Rama is itself the surest means to develop such virtues. One who approaches Sri Rama with love and worshipfulness becomes large-hearted, pure in spirit, good-natured and dispassionate in thought, word and deed. A true devotee of Lord Rama is his representative with his power and his knowledge. Lord Rama was the best of men with a sterling character. He was the very image of love. He was an ideal son, an ideal brother, an ideal husband, an ideal friend, and an ideal king. He can be taken to embody all the highest ideals of man. He led the ideal life of a householder to teach the tenets of righteousness to humanity. He ruled his people so well that it came to be known as Ramaraj, which meant the rule of righteousness, the rule which bestows happiness and prosperity on all. The noblest lesson embodied in the Ramayana is the supreme importance of righteousness in the life of every human being. Cultivation of righteousness is the process of unfoldment of the latent divinity in man. The glorious incarnation of the Supreme Being in the form of Lord Rama has exemplified the path of righteousness. Let mankind follow his footsteps and practice the ideals cherished by him, for it is only thus that there can be everlasting peace, prosperity, and welfare in this world. None but the righteous can be truly happy. None but he who has the correct sense of duty and the will for its implementation can be said to live worthily. One must be imbued with a definite conviction about the supremacy of the moral principles, ethical values, and spiritual ideals. These ought to guide one's day-to-day actions and serve as powerful means for the culture of human personality. That is the purpose of life. That is the way of realization. That is the message and mission of Lord Rama's life on earth. Rama was the son of King Dasharatha of Ayodhya. But not only that, he is also the divine, omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient God. The destruction of the 10-headed Ravana signifies the annihilation of the mind or the 10 senses. Worship of Lord Rama is the worship of the all-pervading Godhood himself. Read the prayers offered by Mandodari and Brahma in the Yuddha Kanda of the Ramayana. They refer to Rama as the one creator of the universe, the God of all, the ruler of the universe. Devotion to God is not a simple emotion. It is a result of intense dispassion and purity of heart and attitude. One should strive one's utmost to possess the good qualities that are extolled in the Ramayana and exemplified in the life of Lord Rama. Otherwise, emotion may rise up in us temporarily to a kind of ecstasy, but we will not experience divine consciousness thereby. Devotion is a fruit which ripens gradually through the process of self-restraint and virtue. Without intense dispassion, there can be no real sadhana or self-realization. Only after detachment from the world of beings, it is possible to attain the Supreme Godhead. Remember this. Devotion to Lord Rama is a great purifier of the heart. From devotion arises knowledge. From knowledge comes the realization of the pure self. Knowing this perfectly, one goes to the Supreme Abode and merges in the Supreme Self. Without first developing devotion to Rama, who is the Self, Atma Rama, who lives in the hearts of all beings, who is all bliss and who is fearless, how can man cross the ocean of worldly life which has sorrow, pain and misery all over? The name of Lord Rama is the greatest purifier of the heart. It wipes away all one's sins. Not only this, it wipes away the sinful tendencies as well. The name is sweeter than the sweetest of objects. It is the very life of pure souls. It is the purifier of all purifying agencies. It quenches the consuming fire of worldly desires. It awakens the knowledge of God. It bathes the aspirant in the ocean of divine bliss. Sri Rama is also a wish-fulfilling tree. He will bestow upon you whatever you want. Just read what Lord Shiva further says. The seat of all good things, the destroyer of all impurities of this age of darkness, purer than the purity itself, the food for the journey of aspirants on the path of salvation, their only resting place, the very life of breed of virtuous men is the divine name of Sri Rama. So say the sages. Shiva says this. Immersing in the Rama Nam, Rama Roop and Rama Bhakti elevates a pure and true devotee to the essence of Rama, Rama Tattva. He merges with Rama and exists as the essence of Rama beyond his name and form. This evolving from Rama Nam to Rama Tattva must happen in every human being's life. In one birth. When it will happen is not to be thought by a bhakta. His dharma is to be immersed in Ram wholly, and then the evolvement takes place as said by Hanuman in stages. Deha buddhya tu dasoham, jiva buddhya tvadanshaka, atma buddhya tvamevaham, iti me nishita mate. From the standpoint of the physical existence, O Rama, I am your slave. From the standpoint of the individual self, I am a fraction of yourself. Own self. From the standpoint of the spiritual existence, Atma Buddhya, I am you, Tvam Eva Aham. This is sure and this is conveyed by my pure mind. Jai Shri Ram.